Downtown Indianapolis, we are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Johnson, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On second down, right back to Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a give to Lindsey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number minutes to go. Tie ball game. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Wentz taken in by the tight end Doyle.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. 62 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. Looking to run with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try and run it here. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. last time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. On the return, it's Rodgers.
Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The final shot before half for Wentz. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
When the season began, the Colts went through a three-man shuffle about who would emerge as the lead running back for them. It turned out to be Jonathan Taylor, the rookie out of Wisconsin. But when they needed a pass catcher out of the backfield, it was Nyheim Hines. 63 catches, third most by a running back in the NFL.
They'll throw now on the final play, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Vernon Butler able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Watson rolling to his right. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
79 yards on the ground here for Mack. He's got a 1st down.
To throw, it's Wentz. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. On the ground, it's Mack. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Desmond King, ex of the Chargers and Titans, in on the stop.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Mack. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw, Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Wentz to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Watson a give. This is Johnson.
And some space here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.